site updates bound to Dublin every quarter. Ki barasa, kostu barasa. On the legal process, one is within 2 months, right? Legals, contracts are sub signatures are proof of deposit, the paisa clean okay, pura check gorse. This getting towards the end of the build, 6 months prior, mortgage kulagi hamli phone gorsu, okay, has go mortgage gone in bila bio, that go 30% deposit fixed bio. Do you have your own mortgage provider? Oni, once the mortgage is sorted, they've got rental management or a surunta, and that's it, done. Keys are handed over. So A to Z, throughout the whole process, it's nobody else outsourcing within her. Sub Bizana is in the same office. So let's say rental management, if they have any questions about the mortgage, they desk like here to here. So outsourcing trying to get hold of people is long. That's why all of these processes are in place in the central office. This is the process. If you my emails or just please let us know. We're happy to send everything over. And coming up to the end of the presentation now. Thank you, Azurle Sunubakuma. This was for educational purposes. British man, so more people need to know about this in the Nepali community, I know. And as a so as a unit reserve has got legal fees, so 995 will be paid by us, so reserve Hamisanga, these are events we host, we do client days. So Hamisanga we have Nepali client days. This was in London. Drish, everyone was from London, yeah.
Two of them from Kent.
Kent. London and Kent were investors. We had a full day with them. London German market during Christmas times. We had a great day. Site to visit Gorsu. We have shooting days. We have client corporate days. Gorka Cup Maboni was our first and last day. So we're always doing loads of stuff. So once you're our client, you're access to all these amazing things that you can do with us. Talk to other investors, learn from other investors as well. So this is something to take home with everybody today. So, obviously at the end we have the team to discuss things, I know. Still, 24 hours my decision, so just because as a whole, adds in it, still 24 hours, so at least reserve 995 legal fees, my savings, so we are putting that in for you. And do not forget, esto service there is no cost, so we do not charge any sourcing fees for this. There's no charges on our behalf. This is everything you do. You're just saving for your own buy-to-let deposit. So that's all. Something covered in bio. Anything to add? Yeah. Isle Smithfield is what we're very passionate about. Birmingham is the one, I know. I'm Birmingham is the one. Curtilage areas are up on Tal, which are really good. There are islets, and I think everyone's keen to know more questions. I will invite Mark as well for questions. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready.
So, presentation of my great questions are as well. Please fire away.
Drish, did you mention that you're a client you've bought?
Yeah.
In that? Okay,
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've been out there talking to people. I just thought that's a pretty good point. You bought this out. Yeah.
It's like a once in a lifetime opportunity to get Smithfield. So it's like when you go to London, like there's no space to build. It's all covered. Whereas there is only when space Birmingham, like bike, that's where we are building. So when that gets built, and if you buy something there now in Smithfield, it's going to be something like similar to having an apartment next to Harrods in the years to come.
Yeah.
Your bull ring, they can also that bull ring thing. So like that's a city center, that's the heart of Birmingham. So if you have something like that, even if in the south side or Smithfield, that's like living next to Harrods in the years to come.
Yeah.
That's how good this development is. It's a unique, once in a lifetime opportunity. 1.9 billion co-development, largest in the Europe right now, you know. Yeah.
It's going to take some beating. It's next to Selfridges anyway, which is like Harrods.
Yeah. My mom's really excited about this because she likes shopping, you know. Selfridges things.
Oh, you're moving on. I forgot that. You're with your
So
mum.
she's like, I
Yeah.
took her to a date, like mom, Amazon, I got date going there. I just took her around, like our site visit. I feel like after I'm alive, so I site visit going there. So like she was really happy to, you know, like she was to have it invested there in Smithfield because it's so close to Selfridges, Bullring. It's good.
Yeah. Yeah, so PwC, there's a reason that all of these big companies have moved to central Birmingham because their grade A office space is 75% cheaper than it is in London. So they're seeing what's going on, catching the curve, moving their whole operations up here. PwC have taken the single biggest lease ever granted in Birmingham, and they've, as in biggest floor space, and they've actually took it on a 21-year lease. So, you know, these are tax advisors, wealth managers, wealth builders, and company restructures. If they didn't believe in Birmingham and didn't understand fully what was going on here with the growth, they wouldn't shift their entire operations there and take a 21-year lease. These guys don't tend to get it wrong, you know? So it's pretty impressive stuff. Paradise was the biggest redevelopment area in Europe until Smithfield Master Plan came along. We're co-developing with the government on that. The government own the land. Full planning's in place. We're co-developing it with a company called Lend-Lease. So has anyone heard of Lend-Lease? They're pretty big in Australia. I think they pretty much own Australia. They're doing all of the commercial stuff, and we're granted the entire exclusive residential for that. So, yeah, it's exciting stuff. It is. It is. But I'm not going anywhere. If you've got any questions, please ask. Don't feel like any of them might be silly or whatever. I'm here. Ask, fire away. Any concerns? Anything at all, really? Anything. Someone must have one question. Come on. Even if it's where are we all going for more? Come on. Something.
both of them were so clear and crystal and precise in all the information they provided. Honestly, we don't have any burning question to ask. But
Well, by then, when I listen to I'll just go and build it for you. You know, it needs to can deal with it. No, that's good to know. That's great
not
feedback.
at the minute, but
Yeah.
this is my second time.
Oh really?
Same
Yeah.
vegetation,
Yeah.
And
Well,
then
they
still
probably
don't have
deserve a
question.
round of applause then, right?
Definitely, yeah.
Because it's up for me to do. They're doing their job, aren't they? I'll go and eat some more and go up and build it then.
Mark, could you give us history of Ernest Hardy and how you get involved? How is it?
Yeah. So Ernest Hardy's my family business. When I say my family, I started it. Samantha out there's my other half, and there's my two boys. And we started it about 5 years ago, but we've been doing property co-developing with different various companies throughout the years. And then obviously with this stuff, we're partnered with a company called Prosperity. So we build out with those. You know, we've got 5,000 plus units track record, 100% success rate. We do all of the right things to look after your guys' investment and make sure that we under promise and over deliver. We never sell pre-planning. Money's ring fenced. It's all stuff these guys have said, but it's worth hearing again. Money's ring fenced separately. We don't sell them to build. We're pre-funded anyway. So if we didn't sell one, we're going to build it anyway. We tend to sell 85% before it's built, but in this case, because this is so ridiculously good, it's selling out. So we're quite shocked about. Well, we are and we're not. We expected it, but probably not as fast as it's gone. You know, we very often have conversations with people that were thinking about having a unit. They call us back the next day, and that particular one that we'd found for them is gone. It's really not sales tactics. It just Birmingham is not a hidden secret. It's global. You know, there's global investors all over the world that are buying this stuff, contacting us, buying it either to rent out or sell on. Some of our investors will go through the payment plan and then sell at that point because they've nearly made double their money in many cases. So some will hold, some will sell. You know, it's down to your strategy. Some people will buy 3, keep 2, sell 1, offset that over to those 2, so that the 2 owe even less. So the return on investment over the years is huge. The rents quoted on a lot of this stuff, we go by the facts on there, but actually it's been outperforming those facts.
Yeah.
We get a lot of inquiries to the lettings arm of the company for more expensive properties. So if you can imagine, at the minute, all of these companies are here, all of their staff are in central London. Anyone hazard a guess of rents on flats in central London? It's pretty steep. Some of them are sort of 6-7 grand a week. So we're getting inquiries from these people that are coming up. We're quoting rents at 2,000 and 2,500 for some of our built stuff, and they think it's horrible and in the wrong areas. We're having to say, no, that's as expensive as it is at the minute. This is why your boss has moved the whole headquarters up here, you know. And they're like, oh, well, I want to spend 4 grand. It's half what I was spending. So that's the feedback that we get from the lettings company. So it's only going one way with everything, you know.
So were you a builder yourself, or
No, we've just.
how did you start?
How did I start? I started, believe it or not, I started with just normal buy-to-lets. Soon learnt that was not the way to get really big, and then partnered with Joe, who owns Prosperity, who started with he started by buying bulk off the bigger developers like Taylor Wimpey and things, but they don't do that anymore because they don't have the margins. He grew that company. We didn't even know each other. I sort of grew mine, and then here we are together now. But no, before property, I was a firearms dealer. I had a gun shop, and we used to deal in military vehicles and ammunitions and things around the world. So that's what I did before property. But the same business rules apply, you know. No matter what business you're in, you just take that set of values, rules, and culture and just move it over to something else. That's the way I've always done it. So that's why we do it this way. We've got a very unique payment plan. You won't find it anywhere else. Every penny that comes to us goes to your deposit. There's no fees. There's no hidden fees. You know, if you give us 10,000, that's 10,000 in your deposit bank, not 9 once we've took our fee, and there's no interest on it. So we're very transparent, you know. As the guys have said, this stuff is for sophisticated investors. You won't find it on Rightmove, you won't find it on Zoopla, because that's just pointless. The product's too good for the open market.
Yeah.
You know, we don't want to just splash it out everywhere, because we don't need to. We're selling out as it is. So if we started giving it to there's no estate agents in the room, is there? Just checking, right? So we don't want to give it to estate agents, because estate agents don't know anything about property. They're probably the worst people to ever go and try and buy a house from, because they don't understand it. They'll tell you all sorts of, I don't know. They say buyers are liars, but they're not. The estate agents are liars. So we wouldn't give this product to them because they wouldn't understand it. They wouldn't be able to give the time these two give to you guys and the other community to explain why this is probably the best wealth building tool on the market for the money you put in for what you get out. Who, you know, an estate agent, they can just about do a picture and write a few lines. You know, it's beyond that. It's beyond that. We only really work with other wealth building companies and you know, similar communities. So we truly believe it's a great opportunity. So why mass market it? We don't have enough. We don't have enough to start mass marketing it. You know, we've got we've got another about, I think it's either 800 or 1,000 units around the city to do, and then we're you know, that's us done. But the jewel in our crown, and very much the thing we're most proud of, is our Smithfield, because it's ridiculous. You know, anyone who's bought in there will certainly be buying us drinks in 5 years' time, going, oh, Jesus, like, you said it was going to do this and it's done this, you know. But I'm not going to quote figures because I don't want to be quoted back, but it's outperforming everything. Did you guys touch on our completed development, JQ?
Not the one bed example.
I will quickly.
Yeah.
If you guys have got another 2 minutes. So we've got another development that we're just completing on now, JQ Rise, and that's it there. That's basically finished now. And one good example is I sold the penthouse to one of my top clients for, I think, $390 about 3 years ago, and it's $750 now, and they're just about to get the keys for it. So they rang me up saying, like, I think I better take you for something to eat. So, yeah, I think you better. So that's true figures that I don't mind quoting, because that's happened. If you guys ever want to come to Birmingham, come to the main office and go and see that, or Parkview, or any of the other stuff that we've done, feel free. You know, we've got stuff in Birmingham at the minute that's not even out of the ground, halfway out of the ground, and completely finished. So it's worth the trip, because we can show you it all. We can show you it all. It's real, you know. We can take you around that tower block, and you can see it. You can see the quality that we finish stuff to. And Smithfield is going to be absolutely phenomenal. You know, we've really thought about it. Went round the city looking in the other tower blocks and sort of seeing what they're offering, and then just doing it better. We won Developer of the Year award last year, above everyone else that's building in Birmingham. So, you know, that speaks for itself.
I think that picture's in there.
Is it? Where?
Oh no, it's not.
No.
No, it's not.
No, so we won Developer, and that's above people like Berkeley Homes and Galliard and all of the other big people that are probably, they're selling at the moment with a 30% deposit down straight away at about £150 a square foot more than we are for a lesser product. And that's just going to lock all your money in one go. And now, you know, and you've already bought it at its top. We sell 1 to 150 cheaper so that you guys get more equity, and we get customer retainment, and everyone's happy. You go and tell you, we're trying to play the long game here. You know, we don't want to get you guys today and say, right, come on, let's buy this unit one. And then we want to get you in our community and go, let's do 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's start creating some generational wealth and building some millionaires using our products. Why not? We don't just want you here once to buy one, you know. We want to go through the whole journey with you, with your family, with whoever you decided to do it with. We're certainly not going anywhere.
Mark,
Yeah.
I know you guys are doing exceptional, you know, service to bring, you know, good return on investment to, the investor like us. And you know, Shina mentioned as well, and you said as well, the money that goes to the deposit pot,
Yeah.
it won't be used towards the development.
No. So there's two main ways that the off-plan development goes wrong. And one, people sell before they've got planning, and then they don't get the planning, and then they disappear off with your money. And the other one is they use your money, so they'll sell a block of like 10 units to say a room like this, and they'll use that to get to that build stage. It's very dangerous. Don't ever go with people that do that. It's just not a lot. You know, it's not a path I'm going to take. Your money goes into our client account, completely separate to the build money, and we're building it whether we sell one or not. You know, and people think, oh, what happens if the developer goes bust. That's actually an incorrect question. It's what happens if the main contractor goes bust. We're the developer, we won't go bust, we've got the land. The main contractor might well go bust, and it happens all the time. And what happens there is, we protect ourselves, because remember we're using our money, not yours is over there, completely separate. We use JCT contracts and we pay them on milestones. So they'll come, they'll do say £500,000 worth of work. We'll go out, we'll inspect it with the quantity surveyors, make sure it's up to spec, sign it off, pay them for that, and then let them carry on. So we're not exposed either, and your money's over there even less exposed. And that's why we do it.
So if that is the case, you know, the investor money is sat in the pot doing nothing. It's a, you know, it could be, you know, could you have thought about like giving additional return to the investors? Those money doing nothing there for 2 years. Could you thought about giving, you know, say
You want
for
even
example,
more than
fixed-
70% off
Absolutely,
off the fee.
you won't get until you ask, isn't it?
No, you should always ask, but you know,
Yeah.
don't
How about-
ask, don't get. You've
How
asked,
about,
you're
you
not
know,
getting.
interest on those? Yeah.
How's about you're getting the capital growth on that? If
Yeah,
you-
additional on top of that. How about interest on those deposit money?
How would we do that? Where would that come from? Because we're not charging you interest. Remember, we could charge you interest and give it to ourselves.
This is just my thought.
Yeah, no,
I'm
totally.
not asking
No,
you.
I get it. But where would that come from? We'd have to put the price of the units
There
up
should
to
be.
that for that.
I heard. I can't quote you, but I can't give you the exact. You know, there's just, you know, there's a scheme where they give an additional, you know.
Yeah, there probably is, by the way.
Yeah.
But just make sure they've got planning, make sure they're pre-funded, and make sure they're not selling. If our units were 299,000 instead of 275, I could probably give you half of that 25. Do you see what I'm saying? They're probably overselling the price of the unit. Therefore, they've got the margin to hand you a little bit back, so it kind of sounds a bit better. But at the end of the day, you're not getting a good deal with us because of the way we do it. We can give you £150 a square foot in equity from day one. We can take that away and just say, oh, you get interest on that while it's sat there. It's just another way of skinning it, but we'd rather be totally transparent with you, not charge you interest, and just get the job done and over deliver for you. That's our sort of ethos. But it's some of the people will be doing that. It's, you know, it's a great question, but it will just be, you know, like everyone says Dubai is tax free. And we could go downstairs now and buy a bottle of Coke for £2, and in Dubai it's £9. I don't really see how that's tax free. It's a stealth tax. There'll be a stealth charge to you somewhere to enable that interest on your money, isn't there? It'll just be false.
Thank you.
Sorry, Mark. If our deposit is staying separately,
Yeah.
could you tell us a little bit about the source of funding for the development?
Yeah. What for our main development? Like, where do we get our money from? Me, I'm like, no, I'm joking. So because of the partners and things we're working with, we're using government land and other bits and pieces. The pension funds, the private equity, the private banks, and all of the sort of funding lines are jumping all over us because it's very secure for them. So we just use the institutional money because of our track record. So like development finance, because we've got the land anyway, we've bought the land, or we've partnered with the government, for instance on the Smithfield, we can then go and get development finance, which is why your money's over there and it's getting built anyway. So it's really just the institutional lenders. I wish I had a more fun sounding answer, but it's not. It's our track record using family offices and other funding lines.
Just having this slightly dubious question in mind, why don't you just slightly overprice, give it overprice and then sell it, rather than giving a cheaper price?
Why don't we what?
Raise the price
Yeah.
and then sell it rather than giving us such a good price.
Sorry, why would we do that?
Yeah.
No, but I'm asking you why we would do that, because
Why not? I don't know. There must be a profit margin there.
we get our profit right at the end,
Yeah.
when you go and get a mortgage on it and we get paid out by the mortgage company. We don't make any money till then. That's why your payment plan's interest free. So we've got our development finance and we're paying for that. Nothing to do with your money. You're doing your payment plan on 5%, then the little bit a month that you've got interest free, and then we're using our development finance. So if we start selling above what we feel is a fair deal and taking away our built-in equity, we're just like the others. We're very unique because you get so much built-in equity on day one. It's a good deal, you know, and we purposely do it like that because there's enough in it for us at the back end. We've got it anyway. So we've done all of our risk mitigation and everything over here. So that's why we do it. I suppose to answer it quickly, because then we'd be like everyone else. You know, then we'd need to take your sort of bigger deposits and things, and just doing it this way allows more people to buy from us than would normally be able to. Because I don't know anyone else that does a 5% reservation fee. It's all 25. Well, they might say 5 and then another 30 on exchange, but the exchange will be within 28 days. So really, it's 35 within 28 days, you know. And then what you do? Then you do deserve interest on it, you know, but not when you're paying for it monthly.
I had a really bad experience from my first investment.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it was not like it's similar scheme.
Yeah.
Shina
Oh, you
mentioned
told me,
earlier about
yeah,
you know buying a plot,
Yeah.
and then where they promise you in the next 5 years or 7 years that you'll get a planning permission, you can build your own house
Yeah.
and all that
Oh
stuff. Good
no,
stuff,
you
yeah?
got a
Yeah,
land
the
plot.
plotting.
You remember?
Yeah.
Remember we talked about a year ago.
Yeah, I'm
So
so
really
sorry
bad,
about
yeah.
that. Yeah,
And
I
then
hate those people.
£25,000 is gone.
You
It's
never
not gonna
get it back.
busted,
Yeah. So
That's
they
all
buy
it
a
is,
field,
yeah.
they section it up, and say, "Here you go, buy it cheap.
Yeah.
You'll get planning on it."
So that was 2000.
That's annoying,
Yeah,
that is.
2009
Yeah.
I bought that plot.
Yeah. Have you still got it?
It's not my name. Company got liquidated.
Yeah. Was it
What's
Vantage Land?
Was a greenfield land.
Yeah. Was it a company called Vantage Land?
No.
They were the really big one that were doing that. That's all been stopped now. You know, that's illegal.
Lakeview Development.
Right. Okay. That's illegal now to segment fields and do that. By the way. It's yeah. I'm sorry you've been through that, but yeah, we're certainly
Lost my
nothing like.
25,000 grand.
Well,
Could have been used in a better year.
you could have bloody bought one of these, couldn't you?
Okay.
We'd have built it. But you know, you live and learn. You know, you either learn or you learn. Unfortunately, you know, but I would say that's driven you to go and become properly educated, and then enable. You know, you can tell you know what you're doing now because the questions you're asking me. So it was a 25 grand lesson, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's not going to happen again. So it could have been a 50. You know, look on the bright side, you're clued up now from the questions you're asking me and the angles and everything. So as I don't want to make little of it because I wouldn't like to lose 25,000 either, but at least you're still here and you know you didn't lose your house, and we can get you into something better and make it back for you. Yeah, but it's bloody annoying though. I'm annoyed for you. I hate those companies.
Yeah.
I really do. You really have got to watch what you're doing in property investing because it's just there's too many bad people out there. Yeah. If I started naming them, it'd take as long as the presentation. Anyway, but has anyone got any more questions?
I think we'll hang around for some like private.
Yeah, fine.
questions.
We'll just hang around, get teas and coffees. I'm in no rush to go anywhere. you know.
Yeah.
I live 2 hours away, so
Same.
I'm feeding myself. Anyone got any recommendations for food? No? Someone?
Something at home.
Say, shall I jump in?
You
Yeah.
can. But thank,
Yeah.
sorry. Just thanks for everyone for coming and listening to these guys.
Thank you very much again. I can see some faces, really tired faces and eyes, and
Yeah.
it took, I mean, quite a long time now. Yeah, but I hope that you've got what you need. Like brother said, you know, you've got everything that you needed. But now a little bit of mingled session, one-to-one talk maybe.
I know of like being in this kind of situation sessions before and in the army as well, being in the classes that you want to ask questions, but what happens if somebody says something? That kind of hesitation there, So just hang around and then grab coffee and then just talk to him,
Yeah,
talk
I'll
to
be
him,
here,
talk
I'll
to
be
her,
Yeah.
one-to-one kind of, no problem, okay. But those people who want to go away, thin away, please do contact us, and we do have your contact as well. So we email you, we will approach you definitely, and one-to-one kind of.
Well, yeah, look, we'll
So,
ping you an email after here, and if any of you want to
Absolutely.
book a one-on-one Zoom with any of
Yeah.
us, just to go through your own personal circumstances, not in front of everyone,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
do that. Do that. We're always happy to do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
We all are really accessible. Please do call us or email us, and then also set a day, time, and then just sit down and just whatever you want to ask. That will be your time. Please, hasta. यसो गर्दाखेरि कसो होला अनि लास्टमा एउटा के भन्छ हैन हामी चाहिँ के गर्दैछौँ भनेदेखि सहरहरुमा अब चाहिँ शोजहरु गरेर यसरी हामी यो रोड शो जस्तो गरेर डुल्दैछौँ अनि तपाईहरुको यहाँ नजिक भन्दा अलि टाढा कतै हुनुहुन्छ तपाईहरुको आफन्तहरु भनेदेखि प्लिज लेट देम नो अनि हामीलाई सोध्नुहोस् उहाँहरुको टाउन्समा पनि गएर हामी टक गर्न सक्छौँ अनि अगेन हैन तपाईहरुको आफन्तको त्यो ठाउँमा पनि उहाँहरुले अर्गनाइज गर्न चाहनुहुन्छ भने lot better again.
Yeah,
Local
just let
people
us
are
know.
like उहाँले जम्मा गर्नुहुन्छ आफ्नो community, if not then diverse community जो पनि आउन सक्यो अघि अनि tea, coffee, afternoon, evening, whatever, we come in there and then we'll do the show. है त्यसो गर्नु पर्ला हस् त
Where is the next one and where?
नेक्स्ट वान अहिले हामीले मतलब सोचेको छु दुई ठाउँ ननिटन र टिडुवार नेक्स्ट चाहिँ तर हामीलाई डेट अझै फिक्स भएको छैन एन्ड देन यस वी मुभ आउट आफ्टर द्याट Sorry? Tidworth is towards Andover. Andover Tira. How was it? Towards Stonehenge. Hasta. यसरी गर्दा कसो होला हजुर हजुर हुन्छ
Right, thank you.
We need to finish this. We need to finish this. I will grab one.